Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for coming by to watch this video. I actually had a completely different video that I was supposed to upload today. It was supposed to be my living room tour, but my mic wasn't on, and so I think I have to re-record it. If not, unless I'm able to find one of my teenagers that will be able to fix it for me. But I have a haul that I wanted to show you because if your Home Depot has one of the plants that I have, I hope you're able to find one because it is a heartthrob plant. Okay, I'm gonna get right into the haul. The first plant I wanna share with you today, she's a beautiful lemon lime Maranta, and I love her. She is so pretty. Look at her beautiful leaves. I hope I can keep her happy. Carlos gave a whole bunch of really good tips on his channel about keeping the Marantas happy, and I really hope that I'm able to keep her happy because I absolutely love this plant. I think this is just a pot of sunshine. Look at that. Oh, she's so beautiful. And she is in one of the Art Deco planters that they sell in Home Depot. You see how beautiful that is? And this plant was $8.98, including the pot. Wasn't that a great deal? I thought it was wonderful. Now, I'm going to tell you the pot was the first thing that I saw, even though the plant is absolutely delightful. But when it was in with the rest of the plants, it was actually like this, and I didn't even see the plant that was inside of it as much as I saw the pot, and I said, oh, that is going to be so beautiful. So, yeah. And then I turned it around, and this is what was inside. So it was just like a total win-win. So awesome. Isn't that beautiful? I love this plant. Okay, I want to be a good mama to her. Okay, and these are all still on quarantine, so I almost put her next to my plants over here, but I don't want to do that. This is the next one. This is a Xanadu, a Philodendron Xanadu, and she was overwatered, so she still has some spots and, you know, just different issues with her, but again, she'll be fine. I'm definitely going to put her outside. She doesn't like too much light. I know the Xanadus don't like too much light. And I think she may be buried just a little bit too deep. And, well, most of her stalk is out here, but I think I'm going to expose a little bit more of her because in nature, these do not grow necessarily in the ground. They grow along the debris on the ground, like the gravel, the bark, and things like that. So I'm going to expose the base of this plant because I have a larger Xanadu, and it wasn't until I exposed her base that she took off and started growing, and she went down to one leaf. But then when I exposed her base, that's when she ended up doing a lot of growing. But this one is so cute. I thought she was pretty. She is definitely one that needs a little bit of time to like recover from being overwatered, but that's okay. She has time. And then again, she is in this Art Deco pot, and she was $8.98 as well at the Home Depot. Next, I have, of course, I can't do a plant haul without an Aglinema in there. And look at this beautiful little rice leaf Aglaonema. Isn't she beautiful? This I got from Walmart. She is so pretty and full. There are so many plants in here. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like this one right here has one that's coming off the side. So there are 4 plants in this one pot, and it is gorgeous. I love it. Look how beautiful the leaves are. I love how small the leaves are. At first I thought it was the cutlass, but when I looked it up, the cutlass leaves are actually bigger. They're not small like this. This is some type of a rice leaf plant, and I'm still doing research on it, but from what I have, it's a rice leaf plant. And she's gorgeous. Look at her. Can you imagine her getting bigger and bigger and just more and more full looking like this? Those beautiful white stems, look at them. And she was $15.97 in Walmart. Thought that was a great find. And she is definitely too moist for herself, but I'm going to change her swale out. I have to get up for the next one. So my next find is a cat fern. Look at her. Ah, look, isn't she beautiful? Let me see if I can get all of her into the scene. What's the matter, baby? Come here. Oh my goodness, you look like a grown man with responsibilities. Who cut your hair? Ugh, okay. Okay, now this was the only rescue that I found. She was $5 in those. Yay to a great rescue. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful plant. And now she was not as beautiful in the beginning. Let me get some more room there. Look how beautiful she is. She's so pretty. There was a whole bunch of them, and they were on a rack, well, a pallet, and they were all marked down to $5. And I only got one. I sifted through all of them because some of them looked really ratty, but I'm sure they will grow back. So for $5, they're definitely a great plant. So what I did was I sifted through the rack and I found this one, and I had to take off a whole bunch of leaves from her because it was not looking as beautiful as this in the very beginning, but she was definitely like, she was a stunner. I'm sorry. This was a stunner. I was so happy. And at first I didn't even see the sign. I walked right past the sign and I didn't see it. And it took me a really long time to get her because they had to have the department manager override the 50% off for her. And so it took me a long time, but I told them that's okay. I've got time. If this plant's going to be $5, yes, I've got time. I almost bought this plant when it was $22 because that was the original price, which was very good. But I almost bought it when it was $22, and then I ended up with it for $5. Yay! I love a good deal. And it's so funny because I went into, oh, she's leaking. I went into Home Depot looking for my next plant, and I met up with a woman who told me she wanted me to pick out a plant for her. And when I told her which one of the plants I liked the better, she said, well, why do you like that one? This one's so much better. I said, well, then that's the one that you should get because that's the one that you like. And she says, but you're not picking. Which one do I said, well, you want me to pick that one, but I don't pick that one. I pick this one, but you should get the one that you like. And then we're both in there shopping. I've never seen this one before in my life. But we were in there shopping, and then she said, these are all brand new because I come here every day after work. And I know that these plants are all new. They weren't here yesterday. And so these are all brand new plants because they had a ton of huge succulents. They were so big. Not just the succulents, but also just the cactus, like the spiny cactus. And they all had so many babies on them. And she was trying to determine which one she should buy. And she was just telling me all of the things that she had to do to think about when she was making the choice. And I said, well, they probably won't be here on the first, not the ones that you want, but so maybe you should just go with the safe one. And she says, but I want this one. I said, okay. Then she says, you're just as crazy as I am. What? I said, why am I crazy? I was exercising self-control. I went in there, I didn't find the plant that I want, and I didn't buy anything, even though there were some plants in there that were so incredibly gorgeous. But I exercised self-control, but she told me I was a crazy plant lady. As I'm telling my husband and my daughter this story when I got home, they're both looking at me like, wow, you don't believe it? Okay, I might be a little, let's see, I'm a spirited plant lady. How about that? I'm not a crazy plant lady. I'm spirited. I am very involved with my plant collection. Anyway, I went in looking for a particular plant and I didn't find it. And then I told her, well, I have to leave because and I told her the town that I was going to go to. I needed to go to another town because I'm looking for one plant in particular. And then she says, okay, so before you leave, tell me, which one should I buy? And then I chose the one that she wanted. And then she says, well, what about this one? I was like, that's the one I told you I thought was better. She was so funny. We laughed and laughed. The employees in there were just staring at us. But it was just so much fun. It was a really great interaction. And so I enjoyed it. I really enjoy when I meet up with people who love plants in plant shops. And so that was a lot of fun. So this is my last plant I want to share with you. It's a golden ring of fire. Hello, don't like this thing that it's in. I'll probably use it as a wastebasket for my son's desk, but everything else is perfect. She's beautiful. She's perfect. Look at her incredibly thick, rich leaf up there. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love her so much. This plant is gorgeous. Look at how big that leaf is. Now, they have a display of plants that are there, kind of like their key plants that they just bring in, and this was with them, but apparently there's only one of them on each one of the racks, because I went to the first store. I saw this plant a couple days ago. I saw this plant and I said, Rachel, you do not need that plant. Don't get it. Do not get that plant, because I have self-control. Okay, I do have self-control. And I left the store. I thought about that plant for the rest of the day. I said, I'm going back and I'm getting that plant. That was yesterday. That wasn't a couple of days ago. That was yesterday. It seems like it was a couple of days ago. I went to the store today. I had an appointment this morning at 10:30. I went, and after the appointment, I went to the store to see if it was there, and it was gone. Of course, it was just gone, because there was just a big, huge leaf that looked like this sticking out, and there was only one. There were just rubber tree plants that were beautiful. And then they had a different type of, it's not the Branditatum, Philodendron Branditatum. It's another one that looks like it. And I think that a lot of people put it onto poles and it gets really big. I can't remember what the name of it is, as much as I have a brandy, and I just felt like it looked so much like it that I just didn't need to get that one. And I felt completely content with that decision, so I knew it was the right one. So anyway, this right here was gone. And so I went to the one town over, and that's where I met up with the woman that told me I was a crazy plant lady. And it wasn't there. They didn't have that display at all at this particular store. They had the succulents. They had the big, beautiful succulents. So I said, let me just try one more, because if I go a different way home, I'll pass by one more Home Depot. And so I did. And when I went in, they had the cart right front and center. It looks like they just unpacked it. And I looked on the cart and I didn't see one. I was so sad. And then I went to the back of the store where they have all of their plants. They have 2 sections with plants. And I went to each section and they didn't have it. And so I just stayed in there for a little while, just enjoying the plants, really, because they had really, really nice plants. Like they had a really big Aglaonema, but I already have the Silver Bay. I already have a really big one, and I only paid $19.99 for mine, and it was $40 in there. So I was really excited about that when I saw it because I knew I already had it and I paid half the price. So then on my way out, I went past the same display of the plants that I went looking for. And so I said, let me just check the back of this little display. And I went to the back, and lo and behold, in the very back center of the rack, right against the back of the display, I saw just the little tip of this wavy leaf. And I said, oh, there's one in there. And I said, there's one there. And I just reached in and I said, I have to get this out without damaging the leaves. And I had to put my bag on a shelf, and I just reached in and I pulled out this beauty, and she came home with me. Anyway, I got my Ring of Fire, and there's another tag that was on it that said it's the Narrow. This is a cocoon collection, spa collection. Yeah, I could totally see this in a spa. This would be great in a spa. Right, Carlos? This would be great. This is beautiful. I love this plant so much, and I know I've seen these get pretty big, and I like the big leaves. It's a lot easier to keep the big leaves clean, so yay, Ring of Fire. I can't believe I found her. Oh, I worked so hard to get her, and now she's mine. Let's see if she's, nope, she feels as if maybe she was watered when she was, yep, there's nothing in here. Oh, she needs to be repotted. She has a lot of roots. This isn't the root. This is the little thing, little stake. But she has definitely a lot of stuff going on down here. But I'm going to repot her anyway to take her and put her into some soil that I love. Yes, so this is my haul for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are looking for a ring of fire, or if you're now looking for a ring of fire, I hope you are able to find one. Just remember, it is in my stores, all of the stores that I found it in, they were all in that special section of things that they just got in. So yay! I am so excited about her. She's so beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful she is. I'm really excited about her, and I hope you're able to find one if you're looking for one. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to talking to you again. Bye.